Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I am Jason, your host. I might not be able to go to America. That really sucks. Of all the goals I've got in my life, that was one of the ones I wanted to do before my life ends. There's risks to me flying. My blood pressure, the medication I'm on, the problems with my body mean that I am in a high risk chance of having an event if I go on a plane. See, planes aren't pressurized to sea level. They're pressurized to 8,000 to 10,000 feet usually. And that reduction in pressure can cause things like edema, hypertension, and other issues to be problematic. Problematic as in you could go, there's far more chance that I could go a blood clot, or that something could happen to my heart, that I go with a heart attack or things like that. Now we looked into me travelling by a boat. Unfortunately, it's a problem. You see, the benefit system means that I can't leave the country usually for more than 28 days. All my benefits will stop. So the travelling via boat would have been better for me, but whereas a plane journey to America is 11 to 14 to 17 hours, depending on how many stops you have and whether you have to change planes. That same journey on a boat, well, a ship, will take approximately 7 days. So that means, and that's the okay part, 7 days to get there. That leaves me 21 days. The problem is, I want to stay there for a week to meet my friends, which once again, I can't fly around the country because, so let's say the boat drops me off at New York. I've got to take an Amtrak from there, a train from there to Las Vegas, which is 40 to 70 hours in total. So that's 2-3 days of the daytime thing. And then this stay there for a little bit. Then from there, I want to go visit somewhere else, which will probably take another 70 odd hours on Amtrak. Another 3 days gone. As you see, the time is going away. And then I want to spend a little time. And then I've got to hope when I get back to New York or whatever harbour we figure out, that there's a boat that is coming back to the UK and can get me back to the UK within 28 days. See, I started thinking the biggest problem I was going to have with flying was having strangers around me. That I could cope with in some way by spending more money and going on a really bummed out about this, and going on a boat or going first class. Going first class. So everything's a bit dead in the water now. I feel like I failed Paola again, because Paola always wanted to visit to America, and I always promised her that it's something I would try to do. And there's people in America I would love to fucking meet and spend time with. Even having had bowel cancer and the major surgery that removed some of my gastric system can be problematic at a lower air pressure. And no, most planes still do that between 8,000, I think it's in 6,000 pressure. There is a way. There is a way, as ChatGPT told me. You can hire a custom medical plane that will travel at ground level blood pressure, but it's between 30 and £100,000 for a contract flight. No. FC UK'd on this. Unless a miracle happens, the chance of me being able to go to America. Because it isn't just about the damage that's on the moment, which my blood pressure will go down and everything. It's due to the underlying causes and the medication that is keeping my body stable. When you change the outside air pressure, it affects the body. And even though I want to go to America, I'm not going to kill myself to do it. I've rolled the dice too many times to deal with that. And unfortunately, there is no land bridge between the UK and America. I can't go on an epic land journey there. So, woohoo! See, there is special dispensation you can have, and you can class it as a recovery and respite, which they'll give you more than a month away from your benefits. But even doing that, I've got to make sure there's someone looking after my dog I budgeted for 14 days. Instead, I have to budget for over a month, which is massively more expensive. There's so many things have fucked this up. So what do we do? I apologise about this. I was really looking forward to